Hello, my name is Oscar. I study at the Pan American University of Puerto in the Faculty of Education and Humanities, School of Modern Languages. In today's video, I will give a brief explanation of the difference between present simple, present continuous, past simple, and past continuous. So let's begin first with present simple or simple present. This structure is used to describe events that regularly happen. Is the simplest way to differentiate it from present continuous. So, for example, for present simple, I work out every day. I work out every day. Another example is I walk my dog on Mondays. I walk my dog on Mondays. I work out every day. So it is used to describe actions that happen regularly in present. Now let's take a look at present continuous, which is also present, but the difference is that in the structure of present continuous, the actions that are being described are currently developing, are currently happening. So, what do I mean by this? Let's look at a couple of examples. I am reading a book. I am reading a book. The, the action is in present, but it has not been completed. It is currently developing. I am reading a book. Or you are recording a video. You are recording a video. All right, so that is the difference. Present continuous describes actions that are currently happening in present, currently developing. Now let's take a look at the other two terms, past simple and past continuous. So in a very similar fashion to present simple, in past simple, the actions that are being described, it is used to describe actions that already took place in a few words. For example, she lived in London for 10 years. She lived in London for 10 years. This structure describes something that has already happened in the past and has ended. All right? She lived in London for 10 years. Another example, he ate a sandwich yesterday. He ate a sandwich yesterday. So the most important thing to recognize is if the action has already ended in past, then we'll be in the presence of past simple. He ate a sandwich yesterday. He already ate the sandwich. It already happened. It is set in stone. All right. And finally, let's take a look at past continuous. Again, in a very similar fashion to present continuous, past continuous allow us to describe actions that are developing but in the past. This is very common in literature. In literary texts like bedroom stories or novels, usually use the past continuous to describe actions that are happening but in the past. So let's look at a couple more examples. The sun was shining brightly. The sun was shining brightly. So you can see instantly, you can see the difference with past simple, because the verb shine, in this case, shining, it lets us know that the action it's happening, but in the past. The sun was shining brightly. This is the type of structure that you would use not only in literature, but every time that you need to to remember an event. For example, I arrived at 8 a.m. to my work. If you need to explain why did you arrive late, for example, on that day, if you have to, let's set an example in a hypothetical scenario. You're being questioned at your work, and they're asking you, why did you arrive late on Monday? So you will have to use past continuous. On Monday, I was driving, but then there was a lot of traffic. I had a flat tire, something like that. The day started like every other, and I was driving. So that's describing an action that took place, that is taking place in the past. And another example, another concrete example is, they were playing football in the park. They were playing football in the park. So then again, the best and easiest way to recognize if we're looking at past simple or past continuous is looking at the verb form. If that sentence were in past simple, the verb would be played. For example, they played in the park yesterday. They played in the park yesterday. That action finished. It's over. But if I say they were playing football in the park, we are looking at past continuous. So I hope that made clear the difference between those terms. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope I will see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.